CRS continues. Trey Calloway is here. How are you?
I'm doing well, Sue. How are you?
I am good. How is CRS going for you so far?
It's my first one. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous at first, but everybody's really making me feel at home.
You're having a ball, huh?
Well, this is kind of the easy part for me. Like the hobnobbing with nice people like you is kind of the easy part for me. It's digging into my soul for song lyrics is like the tough part.
Is the hard part. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's talk about digging into your soul.
That sounds good.
Specifically, I want to talk about your Horses in Heaven song.
Absolutely.
So I want you to tell me about the connection with Randy Travis and that song.
Thank you for allowing me to talk about it. Amazing. Okay, so ours came out first. I want to say that on air. Ours came out first. I don't think there's any connection.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think like they stole the song from us or anything like that. Nothing like that. Randy Travis is one of my heroes.
Yes.
He's from the same state, great state of North Carolina. So I love Randy Travis to death. And his version is cool. His version of Horses in Heaven is really cool. But no, I wrote that song with my buddies Cody Kelly, JP Williams, and Doc Lewis. And it was Doc Lewis's hook idea. He came into the songwriting. He said, hey, you know, we're going through our list of songs.
Right.
And he's like, I got a Horses in Heaven, or a hook, Horses in Heaven. And I was like, well, that's what we're writing.
There you go.
Yeah. So, and it turned out great. I knew immediately I wanted to cut it. We tried to kind of shop it around to some big artists. We couldn't really get anybody to bite. So I was like, well, why don't I just cut it?
There you go.
And it ended up on the Wanted Man album. So the song actually did not originally, was not originally meant to be about a friend of mine that I lost actually to a drug overdose last year. And he was one of my best friends. We played in a band together for a long time, and our lives just kind of did like this. And you know, I had a son and kept playing music, and he just had that monkey on his back that he never really could quit. And I've always kind of had a thing in my heart about not using some tragedy for
sure, of course.
But I would go and we would play it out live. And people would come up to me after we would play the show, and it would be like, that song makes me think about so-and-so, my mom or my uncle, you know, or my dad or my brother that I lost, you know. And I learned something that as artists, it's our responsibility to talk about those things. If we don't share our personal experiences with the world, then I think it allows people to be okay with talking about their own personal experiences.
Absolutely, and being vulnerable and in those spaces. And I mean, to know that a song like that really has healing power.
It does.
You know, for a lot of people.
And it helped me to cope
exactly.
with it too.
And that's a tribute as well for your friend, and kind of how, you know, like you said, you're expressing your feelings about it. And when people say, oh my gosh, I identify with that.
Well, my co-writer Cody called me the day that Randy's came out.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, you think he stole our hook? And I was like, nah, dude, he did. And honest to God, I mean, it's a great hook. To me, it's a test. To me, him putting out a song called Horses in Heaven is a testament to it being a great hook.
Oh, absolutely.
So, and honestly, I encourage you both to go, everybody listening, I encourage you to go listen to his and then go listen to ours.
Look at both of them. Yep,
yeah,
exactly.
So but now, I want to say, ours came out first.
For the record, he was first. For the record, just so you know, people, okay?
Thank you for allowing me to talk about that.
Of course. Well, you know, you got to, you know, those are the interesting.
Did you guys plan this before I got here?
No, he didn't even tell me about it. I did my own research. Let me tell you.
Thank you very much.
Well, I want to talk about kind of like how you got into country music, and I understand you grew up in the church. Were you doing any choir singing and all that? Oh, let's hear all about it.
So my father was a Pentecostal evangelist when I was growing up, which for those of you that might not know, that's like a traveling preacher.
Yes.
He would go to churches and he would preach revivals.
I love it.
It was Pentecostal, it was Church of God in North Carolina. And so probably around the age of 6 years old, I started singing in front of his congregations before he would preach his sermons. And that kind of got me the music bug. And so I sang like Southern gospel and contemporary gospel until about the age of 13.
Wow.
And my mom and dad bought me a country music greats. I remember it like it was yesterday. Country music greatest hits 2-disc set.
Okay.
It had like Loretta Lynn, George Jones, Waylon Jennings,
I
Willie
like your
Nelson.
Parents. Your parents are good people.
George Jones is part of the religion in my household growing up. You know, so I joke around. I'm my dad's second favorite country singer.
No, man.
Besides George Jones, which I'm okay being second fiddle to.
Right, that's fair enough. Fair enough there. Yeah, I think so.
But so that instilled, because my dad said, if you're going to want to play country music, I think it's important for you to understand the heritage of country music.
Yes.
And know the roots and the greats that paved the way for this genre. So I learned all of those songs on there. And then it was artists like Garth Brooks, Alan Jackson, George Strait was like the first couple. Clint Black.
Yes.
My mom introduced me to Randy Travis and Clint Black, were two of her big favorite. Mark Chestnut's another big favorite.
Yes,
of hers.
absolutely.
So, and then I started playing as I got a little bit older. I started playing in bars for some money and being probably too young to be in there, honestly. If I'm being 100% honest, I was probably too young to be in these places.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. I wouldn't trade any of those experiences for
Right.
anything in the world. I was honky-tonking way before I should have been honky-tonking, but it's all right. But it was experiences that I wouldn't trade for anything in the world, like I said. And so as I got into that world, I joined up with this top 40 country band, and we were touring pretty much all over the country, mostly up and down the East Coast, but we would be out west a little bit too.
Okay.
First time I ever went to Las Vegas. That was a lot of fun.
Woo, that's a lot. That's a lot, right?
It was a lot of fun.
It's kind of like, the crazy version of Nashville.
Nashville. That's a great analogy.
It's the crazier version.
It is. Yeah, Nashville's pretty crazy.
It's pretty crazy.
But so touring all over with that band, and we were doing the top 40 stuff. So the Jason Aldeans and the Chris Youngs and the Sam Hunts and the Dan and Shay and Florida Georgia Line and Luke Bryan. So I was doing a lot of that stuff too. So I've always loved that kind of music as well.
Of course,
the bro country, even today with like Morgan Wallen and Hardy. I like all that stuff too.
I still love them. I love them all.
Well, it's like good music is good music. Good songwriting is good songwriting. Morgan Wallen and Hardy and Ernest,
right?
They're phenomenal songwriters.
Incredible.
You can't deny it.
Yes.
I mean, they created something that was very uniquely theirs.
Yes.
And I'm proud of them. Honestly, I never would but. My sound, when I make music, it comes out as everybody says 90s sounding, but to me,
you know what? I think that is a huge compliment.
I do too.
I was just talking to T. Graham Brown earlier, and we were talking about
T. Graham is the man.
He is the man. And we were talking about how the 80s and the 90s country, even in younger audiences, it's really been embraced.
And it's coming back.
It's coming back, and I'm like, bring it back anytime.
I'm all for it,
Let's go.
Well, and the thing about it is that our goal has always been, how do we tell the stories, the 60s, the 70s, 80s, 90s country? How do we do that storytelling with a modern sound? I think Dierks Bentley did that really well.
Yeah.
I think he did that really well. He's a great songwriter, and he had this sheen of modernity, I guess you could say. I just came up with that.
You're so intelligent.
Sheen of modernity.
I'm
no, I'm not. It's all smoke and mirrors, show business. But anyway, but thank you, Sue. I appreciate it. This is a fun one. This is a fun one. I'm enjoying this one.
It's like we gotta have fun.
but honestly, I think he did a really good job, and that's been our goal with every album we make. Is how do we undeniably country,
but
yet modern sounded. So Aunt Betty, who's 75, likes it.
Yes.
But so and so who goes to UGA likes it too.
Right. Yep.
And there's her sorority likes it too.
And even
that's the goal.
The younger kids too.
That's the goal. Absolutely.
Now you have a new song out.
I do.
And I was listening to it. What's the name of it again?
It's called Your Love Is Safe With Me.
Okay. Now, I was listening to it, and I'm like, you have this deep voice. It's wonderful. And then, man, you hit those high notes, and I'm like, what in the what?
That was a tricky comp to do in the studio.
I was going to say, was that easy for you to do that?
No, that was a challenging vocal song for me. Honestly, so I have two versions of the song. When I do it acoustic by myself, I do it more chill and somber. Right. And it's more like a sweet love song when I do it like that. But when I do it with a band, it's more, we do the version.
Right, yeah.
But that high note, that's it for me.
It's pretty good.
That's all I got.
I was like,
that's all I got.
Yeah, I was impressed, because that's not easy.
Break out the auto tune.
I mean, it's not easy to do, though. I mean, honestly.
It was honestly, that was part of the reason why I wanted to record that song. Was because it was such a challenge for me.
Yes.
And that's when you quit challenging yourself, I think you get boring and stale, and I don't want to do that.
Well, good for you for pushing yourself on something like that. So now you just got married recently?
October.
Well, congratulations.
To a wonderful woman named Raina.
I love it. Now, is this song
it was
inspired?
So David, the guy that I wrote the song with, David Barton, he had the chorus written. He came to the right with the chorus already finished, and he said, I need help with the verses. So we did the verses, and we arranged the song, and so she happened to be in her office in my apartment working remote, and she was the first one to hear the song when we played it. She came out and she said, well, if you don't record that song, something's wrong with you.
There you go.
So I knew immediately, if she likes the song, it usually gets recorded. my input does not mean as much as her input does.
Well, she probably has great taste.
She does.
So, see, she picked you. She's got great taste, so she knows good music, too. So, there you go.
One a good thing about the song is it's my, see if I can say this right, it's my biggest streaming first week, like week 1 song. Nice. I mean, it went.
Good for you.
So it's doing well.
Well, that is exciting. Are you going to be doing any touring this year?
That is, I would love to. I'm manifesting. I am going to be out playing some shows. I play a lot of shows in Nashville. I'm doing a lot of shows here, but we play in Texas a good bit, Midwest a good bit, and of course the Southeast where I'm from.
Nice.
So, but I would like to get on opening with somebody. That's kind of my next goal. So we're working on my next album already.
Okay, good.
We're gonna start popping singles off that bad boy in early summer, late spring, early summer.
Okay.
And then I would love to get to tour with somebody.
Who would be your number one choice if you could tour with anyone right now? Like if they picked up the Zach, oh my gosh, right?
Honestly, I think I'd make him a good opening act.
Yes.
Zach, I'll come out there and I'll soften him up for you, and then you come out and just knock him out.
I think that would be an amazing combination. Let me know when you get that phone call.
Sounds like a plan.
Because then I'm going to buy tickets and I'm going to be at the show.
He's going to watch this and go, no way.
Never say never. Never say never.
Thank you, Sue. We're manifesting.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you for believing in me.
Of course. Absolutely. Trey Calloway. Go follow him on all the socials. Go find him. Stream the music. Listen. Have a great CRS. So great to have you here.
God bless y'all. See you. Hey, y'all. This is Trey Calloway, and you're watching Up and Country.